Hello, Taurus. This is the Healing Grasshopper here to do your February 2024 reading. I've already pulled the Lenormand cards and meditated on your energy. And I've pulled out, I gotta say, Taurus, this is pretty interesting. But before we get into it, I do want to remind you to watch the yearly video if you haven't already, because it's really going to be relevant to obviously the coming year, but this reading especially because it really talks about um, the astrological energies are in place currently to help us grow a new life. And part of that is removing what doesn't serve us and taking out the trash, so to speak. And this is not just for you, Aquarius. It's Aquarius, Taurus. It's for all of the signs in um, whatever capacity. Everyone's doing some cleanup work. So this is starting to materialize now in the readings where things are a little heavier than usual. But we're not going to let it discourage us because we're just going to look forward to our new lives. So, first we have the Lenormands. We have the mountain, the stork, the man, the mouse, and the fox. Very, very interesting reading here. We're going to focus on the man in the center. So, um, for those of you who don't know about Lenormand, Lenormand is a great deal different than tarot, or it's supposed to be anyway. Um, Lenormand is designed to kind of read it like a sentence, and it's supposed to be much less intuitive, right? So with tarot, we pull out a card and spirit is kind of drawing our attention to areas in the card, um, like a smile or a flower or something, um, that'll help us interpret the message. And that's not supposed to be done with Lenormand, which I always laugh at because that's not possible for me. I mean, spirit is always going to draw my attention somewhere in a picture. Um, and very much so in the man, and not as much with the rest of it. But the man, and I've used this particular Leclerc Lenormand many, many times. It's like one of my favorite Lenormands. And I have never really analyzed this man the way I have before. And by the way, if one is sitting and meditating over cards, of course, they're going to be drawn to certain things. And number one, the man is in the center here, which is the focus of the reading, but also he is standing in like a greenhouse conservatory type setting, which to me represents peace and calm and sanctuary, safety, you know, which is peace and, safety for the plants that kind of rubs off on you when you walk in there. You feel the peace of the plants. So he's standing in this peaceful area, but to me, he looks very out of place. He's got this tousled hair. He's got this questionable look on his face. He's just does not, he looks out of place. It doesn't look like a natural place for him. And that never really occurred to me until just now. And by the way, I love tousled hair. I love the Benny Blancos. Um, you know, I think he's totally sexy, other than the fact that for me, he would have to clean up the way he dresses a bit. But whatever, you get what I mean. I love that curly tousled hair look. I love it. So that's not what it is. I'm not discriminating against the curly hair. It's just there's just something about him that looks out of place. He looks very nefarious. Yeah, he's not supposed to be there. The other thing is that he's got these flowers on his um shirt, which it's like he chose that shirt deliberately to kind of fit in with his surroundings that he doesn't naturally fit into, right? So this is a person with an agenda. And the Lenormand purists would be so annoyed at me right now. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to read the word on the car. Okay, then don't put a picture in there. Just put the word man, because otherwise I'm going to be analyzing the picture. I'm sorry. So, but, yes. So this is a man, and then on either side of him, he's got some problems here. Let's start with the stork. Is simply conveying a moving in a certain direction. In what direction? Towards the mountain, which is a block, a problem. So this is a person, and I don't think this is an isolated incident. You know, like, oh, he's presently headed towards a problem. No, I think this entire reading points to his modus operandi. This is his personality. He is someone who is inclined to look for danger and is a block personified. Like he presents a block in people's lives. Um, which I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't know what other sign. There was a sign in January that I was saying. I think it was Capricorn. Yeah. Um, this is like narcissist, so, but more destructive, like sociopath, even psychopath, right? Because this is someone who moves towards trouble. A narcissist doesn't necessarily move towards trouble. He's just so self-absorbed that he creates trouble. He's like a bull in a china closet that just doesn't know how to act because he's so self-interested. But this is different. This is someone who is just a reckless person, right? And then you have the mouse, who is someone who brings trouble, like mice in the more traditional, not even traditional, many of the other Lenormands will show a bunch of mice. It's the mice instead of the mouse, where there are mice in a pantry just wreaking havoc and stealing your stuff and that kind of thing. So he's that kind of person who doesn't think twice to be dishonest, and, you know, he doesn't care about being destructive in a person's life. And then you have the fox. We all know what the fox represents is someone who's sly and clever and has an agenda. And here the fox is hidden in the brush, and it's kind of reflects the same kind of feeling that I get over here with the man, that he has an agenda. Um, This is not a person that anyone wants to be around. I can tell you that. So, Taurians are, yeah, Knight of Wands. See, okay. The Hermit, Page of Cups. Hold on. Make my pension. Okay. Yeah. Spirit says, yeah, you want all these cards. Okay. So the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands in this context is not someone who leads with his heart. He leads with his wand, his phallus. This is someone who is out for self gratification. The hermit, he walks alone. I mean, he kind of. Mm, this guy, okay, good. Reading's lightening up here. We got the hermit. Gold foil tarot. What's this doing here? Okay, so I always leave in the bonus cards. I'm because I feel like bonus cards can have meaning too, and they very seldom come out. And this is the gold foil tarot, by the way. Um, this is not a plug. It's just I don't know who makes the gold foil tarot. It's one of my favorite decks though because it's pretty, and then I like the way. Ooh, look at the worlds. I like the way they're slippery, so I get jumpers easily. It makes it easier for. I'm usually shuffling a lot less. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So things aren't as bad. And I just knew too because I know what the astrology is about. So no matter how bad of a situation people are in right now, it's fixing to change. Pluto is definitely going to make sure it's going to change too. So we have a guy who thinks with his wand, who kind of here. Oh boy! And then here is the hermit, which I don't recall ever focusing on his staff. I usually focus on the lantern, but in this one, if I'm not mistaken, too, in the regular hermit, he doesn't have his head down quite as much. He's more looking at the lantern, but here he really looks like he is looking at his staff too, and that's what drew my eye to it. Um, he is focused on the staff, is what I'm saying, and that's a very strong feeling for me. Um, and he doesn't care what he does. To oh no, okay, no, in the regular hermit he is looking down. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that's what my eye was drawn to. Page of Cups. This is Page of Cups can be a positive card, but in this context, this is more of one who is frivolous with people's hearts. This is not deep love. This is kind of love bombing. Three of Cups here, we've got um celebration. He's fun. This person is definitely fun. He's got some things going on with it. He's got a childlike manner. He comes out as charming and benevolent. Yeah, this is because of this child here. It's somewhat and look, we've got a child here too, the son. He's very he's fun. You enjoy him, but he's apparently got not good for you. Spirit, let's elaborate on this man, please. Because things lighten up here and it goes well for you. You are definitely headed towards the Queen of Pentacles. There's success coming to you. But I can't imagine that you want to bring this man with you. And by the way, the man can denote just a person, a divine masculine. This can also be a woman. Um, Although for the majority of you, it will be an actual man. One more spirit, please. What is this? What do we have? The King of Cups reversed. Yeah. This is a disingenuous person. He's juggling. Hmm. Who was it that I was just doing? Aries. I had a player too. We all know there are a lot of them out there. This is, I mean, the twos always mean a choice. Um, which obviously you have a choice to stay or go, but this feels more to me of the whole juggling aspect of the Two of Pentacles. And this is his juggling. You are not the only person in his life. If you're not aware of another person, there is another person. And right, we talked about him thinking with his wand. Someone who thinks with his wand is not just with one person. Because he most certainly is not thinking with his heart. The King of Cups is one who is upright. The King of Cups is he can be seen as stoic and cold, but it's not that he's cold, it's that he doesn't let his emotions rule him, right? He's never the one to fly off the handle or make an emotional decision. He thinks rationally. Um, he does have the capacity to love, absolutely, but you know, he's not the swinging from the chandelier type lover. He's a level-headed, even-tempered lover. But in reverse, this is the cold person who has his emotions buried. And my fingers are cold right now. I am like cold. This person, I don't care how lovey he's presenting himself to you. He's fun, he's funny and everything, but and I don't know if it's gotten dark yet. Let's see. What stage of the relationship is Taurus and this man in now? Are they still in the honeymoon stages? Like where are they? This Taurus starting to feel the coldness? Oh, yes, you are. One more card on here, please. So the jury's out with you. And this is part of the reason why you're watching tarot, because you're starting to get the feeling that there's something wrong here. So right now it's kind of like, things are weird, but I'm reserving my judgment. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're starting to feel this coldness here. It's not always fun. The honeymoon stage is absolutely over, but you're in love with potential here. Taurus, it's never going to get better. And this is the same message that I was giving Aries. Aries was loud, like spirit was screaming at Aries, like, stop it already. You're not getting stop it already. You're getting a gentler because Aries is was much further into their relationship. They had been with their person for a long time. But you might, who knows? You may have been with this person for a long time too. But you are coming to a stage in your relationship where you have feelings for them, but you are questioning the relationship. And he's or they are starting to make you feel emotionally unsafe. You know, there needs to be safety in a relationship. And I don't mean physical safety. I mean, you safe that that person's going to be there for you and emotionally accessible and that kind of thing. And he's proving not to be that. And you're starting to feel it for sure. Let you have these visions of how he presented himself in the first place and look at all these flowers that my eyes are being drawn to. You're still in love with this facade here. And every now and then he'll love bomb you and kind of put you back in this place. But what's the outcome of this? The Hanged Man. Okay. So, and it came, I'm going to leave it just like this. It came out crossed, it came out sideways. This is neither upright nor, um, geez, I'm getting colder and colder by the minute. This is neither upright nor reversed, which is really screaming out at me that you can continue to drink the Kool-Aid if you like, or you can choose this. Because if you choose to stay in this, you're going to get more of this. This is just going to grow. So it's up to you. You want to come get the blessings? Look at how it ends. You have the sun, You have the world, you have a portal that's waiting for you to walk through. And at the other end of that portal, oh, and the sun, by the way, is clarity. Okay? Clarity will bring you through a portal that will bring you to success and emotional and financial fulfillment. But for as long as you're with this person, this is going to be you. So let's get some advice. This is the higher self oracle, and maybe we'll get whispers of Ganesha as well. Some advice, please, spirit. These cards are stickier, so they don't jump out quite as easily. That's good. One more. You scared? See what we got. We've got pause. Hmm. With a Hamza there. Patience. Gosh, have I ever seen this pause card? I don't recall seeing this pause card with the Hamza there. Because I would remember this Hamza. So, pawn. Pause and the Hamza here. Hamza talks about um there's many things. Protection, um, being aligned with spirit, a connection to spirit that brings you a protection and kind of an immunity from um, the evil eye and ill intentions and that kind of thing, right? See, you've got these chakras here. This is someone who is balanced and connected to spirit and is just embraced in kind of the comforting protection of God, right? So if you look within and you really connect with spirit, it's going to gently lead you away from this man. It's going to show you the way out. And I mean, really, it's simple just to walk away, but um, that's easy for me to say. I'm not in this relationship. So that could be very unfair of me because you do really seem to be fond of this person. Be patient with yourself. Also, with Aries, I was talking about forgiving oneself and how I myself in a relationship like this, by the way, which boy, I've had many, platonic and romantic, where one of them in particular lasted a very, very long time, like decades. And then I finally saw I had a tower moment where spirit really was like, okay, this is enough already, you know? And then finally, when I really saw everything, I was like, wow, I cannot believe I stayed in this long. Um, so, and then a card came out that was like, oh God, what was that card? It was like something about time, timeless or something with an hourglass. Um, in the middle of me talking about it, about beating myself up for staying so long. So it was kind of like Spirit was like, everything happens for a reason and it's in its own timing. Stop it already. Like I was literally interrupted by that card. So this is the same kind of thing where Spirit's like, be patient with yourself, that it's okay. Yeah, you're not in the best situation, but remind yourself that every adverse situation that you're in life is there to teach you something. There's no need for you to look down on yourself for it. You know, this person is doing enough looking down on you. You don't need to do it yourself. Um, worry. Let's see. Spirit, can we have confirmation on the worry? Worried about the death. Yeah. Listen, everything needs to come to an end. I know you're fond of this person, but you're going to need to let them go. And you're going to realize that in your own time. I can't force you. No one can force you. Um, but I can tell you this, that the astrology is definitely um, pushing people to change. And Pluto is quite a forceful energy. So I hate to throw kind of threats or warnings at you like that to make you nervous or anything, but I'm just trying to help you. What I'm trying to say is that eventually there's going to be a tower if you stay in this. It's going to get a lot more painful. It's going to come to a point where you'll be forced to leave. And can't tell you what that event is going to be, but it's not going to be fun. So be kind to yourself. Look at this sapling coming out of this seed too. Be patient that you're growing like everyone else. This situation is going to help you grow. Taurus, I'm very sorry that you're going through this heavy energy. Everything is going to be all right. Let's get well. Oh, right. Whispers of Lord Ganesha, I promised. Let's do one card from Ganesha. Ganesha, please. Okay. Harmony. One more, Ganesha. So, harmony of. Whoa. Ganesha just wants it all for you. Um, harmony. With harmony, there's balance. And you'll have it once you really get back on your path because right now you've deviated a bit from your path. Nurture. You're going to need to nurture yourself because you most certainly are not getting it from this person. Nurture yourself and have patience with yourself because this is where you're going to end up. This is going to feel like yanking a tooth. It might hurt a little, but once that rotten tooth is gone, you're going to feel much better. Taurus, I love you. I will speak to you soon. I promise everything's going to be okay. Love, light, and many, many blessings.